Good morning, people. All right. So, did I ever show y'all my Arizona hat? I think I showed my Arizona hat. Well, this one I know you seen. This is my trucker prayer cap. This is my AZ hat. And it say it has AZ on top like that. I told y'all I'm a big hat person. Anyway, these are. Oh, let me talk about this real quick. So, when I got my new glasses, I was gonna get the lenses that go dark, transition, or whatever they call them. And Trainer Bill and the other girl, the TV watcher girl, the first trainer. So I had three trainers. Y'all don't know. So the first trainer was a TV watcher. The second trainer was a Native American lady who either didn't like me because I was black or didn't like me because she picked up on the whole same-sex, the gay thing. Um, Even though, like I said, I haven't been bothered with a female for so long, it ain't funny. I haven't bothered with nobody. I just got to the point. I've dealt with so much craziness, women crazy, men crazy. Or I would say females because very few women. Both crazy, so I'm good. I'm good. I told you I'm gonna give me a dog. I'm gonna name her Cuddles because that's really all I want to do anyway. Is just cuddle with my dog. I'm good. Um, so anyway, the first girl, and so I had the first one was the TV watcher girl. The second one was the Native American chick. That the first day I knew we weren't gonna work. We went from Phoenix to California, and I was already messaging via email the student coordinator that you had to go through because if you do a refresher regardless you always have to go through the student coordinator whether you've driven before or not. That's just how they have it. And I was already messaging him that this wasn't gonna work, and then I had the fracture under her, and like I said, I have a question mark because when I went to pull up, everything was gritty to go sweep out the trailer, and she talked people crazy. So I was actually gonna get off her truck in Phoenix prior to the whole fracture of the ankle. Like I said, I've been through some crap just trying to get refresher all the way down to fracture my damn ankle. And then finally, when they were going to put me back out after going through all my therapy and healing with a trainer, I was waiting, and I just reached out to the guy who was in my class, and he said, "Hey, I'll be in Phoenix in a week. Can you wait?" No, ain't no can. I will wait, and they will work that out. And that's exactly what happened. So then I got Trainer Bill, who had 21 years, great trainer. Um, if I could tell the company I work for, I would always recommend people to ask for him. Very thorough. Lord knows I probably drove him crazy on the back end because my back end was so bad. And I was also I think my confidence in back end was down too because I've been off the road for 5 years. Anyway, this is my Arizona hat, which I like. Arizona home. I'm gonna do a video today. I just watched a video with another YouTuber, a female YouTuber, and they brought up a good point. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. I'm gonna continue and then I'll call Bill back in a minute. Anyway, I just watched a video with a trucker. I just got cut off because Bill was trying to call me. With a female trucker, which was actually it was a good video because she brought up some good points. Her and her friend did it. Hold on, what do they want it now? Box. Okay. The load issue. So this morning, because my everything gets cut off, my alarm didn't go off because I keep losing my 12 volt. So my alarm part, I have a trucker alarm that plugs into the 12 volt, which is really cool. I have to show y'all. Made by Road Pro. I found it a long time ago. I don't know I think you can find it on Amazon. I had to reorder it because the one I had, I think it's in my trucking box, and I ordered another one off Amazon, same exact one. It gets really, really annoyingly loud. Well, it plugs into the 12 volt, or you can run it off a little 9 volt battery. 12 volts, again, keep going out because if I turn on the inverter or if I run my CPAP, it runs it down. Or even if I do even if I run the bunk heater, I have to get up every so often to do it. It's just this whole idle thing is stupid. So I already know. I mean, like I said, there's not too much they really could do to keep me. So, I mean, I gave you a lot of ifs yesterday. Those are things that I know they won't do. Ashley, but I'll deal with it later. Oh, here it is. I'll deal with it later. Those are things that I know that they won't really do as far as repairing this, changing policy. They just, I don't foresee it because the company that merged with them uses still some, I don't know if they do the idle thing, I wouldn't be shocked. But the company that they're with, they have that name idle crap. And like I said, that's a starter company thing. You go to a company, a mature company, they're not going to do that. Matter of fact, even your fueling at Conway and at Pride, I chose where I wanted to fuel my truck. and they didn't really bother me about it. This is our fuel card. These are the places it's good at. Use whatever you want, fuel it. So you did that, and you fuel based on what you needed to do, and it was more grown up. I had an inverter. The truck cutting off at idle. I didn't have all that bullshit. Excuse my French. I just didn't have it. And like I said, for me, that is so inhumane, because you're trying to dictate to me based on your money issues what you feel is convenient, and I'm out here. That's like last night. No, I'm not parking on the street. Not in Chicago. Ain't no way in hell. You got a driver in Louisiana who parked in front of his customer and went to fix something on his truck, and they killed him and robbed him. No, no, no. It's crazy as hell. So, and like Bill said, he says you got 30 days, the end of the month, and so I'll be here right through the first or second week of January, and then I'm out. What I'm trying to do is figure out how to transition out. That's what I'm really trying to figure out. Um, with all that being said, I'm waiting to get pulled into a dock door, and I'm kind of hoping I get dock number 1 when this guy leaves. Um, this is second stop, because the way they got this dock, it's tight. I'm in a city called Calumet, and if I show y'all what I'm gonna have to deal with, I'll show y'all in a minute. Cause I don't know if y'all. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all now. Let me see if y'all can see this. Well, hold on. I'm gonna stop this. So if y'all can see that, that's the dock. You can see the front of my truck. I'm doing this. So all I got this little part over here where I'm gonna have to kind of come back. I'm gonna have to back the truck up, come up, and swing out around that fence, and then kind of semi blindside back it around that truck. I'm hoping Hillsbrother leave, and then I'm hoping I'll get dock 1, because dock 1 is going to be probably the easiest to get into, especially now with that trash dump truck right there. The guy who just left, he went around that, but he had to pull up like 3 or 4 times. And I mean, I can do it, but it's going to be a minute. So yeah, not a lot of room. All right. So I sent a message this morning because I said, if you guys have to redo stop 3 for another day other than to cut this off today, then we need to drop this load and let me go get something else, because I want to get paid for what I've done so far. I don't want to sit 3 days on a load, and I've done already most of the mileage driving. The next portion of this is 5 hours, which is what, like 250 miles, 50, something like that. It's about 300 miles. So 300 miles is chump change. I'm already getting detention pay for this. You only get $20 for each stop. I think that's what somebody told me, which isn't shit. So if that's the case, I don't want to be stuck on this load for a whole nother effing day. At this point, you can just get me off this load and get me another load, and I can just get paid for what I've done so far. If they can't take this load today, because it's supposed to go to Detroit, Michigan. So that's kind of what she's looking at right now. And I just get paid for what I have through today, because today's a cutoff for the pay period, and I'm done. And it's not their fault about the Comdata drama. That's something else. However, like I said, trucking. This is where trucking needs to change. You need to anticipate. If Comdata don't work, what can we do to pay for lumpers? What can we do to do fuel? We fuel at 2 major places: TA Petro, that same company, or Love's. For whatever reason, they don't use Pilot, Flying J. I've not fueled unless it's emergency reefer fuel. I've not fueled at a Pilot or Flying J. They don't fuel there. I don't know what happened, but I think something transpired, because they don't use it. I was TA Petro, Love's. That's it. And so you need to set up maybe an account. The other thing is, I'm thinking a credit card account, something where you guys can do. There's some way of doing that. Also, at like companies like Walmart, we have a lumper account. Well, dude, maybe you need to set that up, or set some way of paying beyond Comdata in case Comdata does go down. There has to be always another way. Um, that's some of the stuff that trucking changed. We're 2017, and it makes no sense to me that you only have one way to pay. It's just like back when I was in banking, we would tell people have one MasterCard or one Visa, and we say, hey, if you get in an emergency situation, a car breaks down, whatever, on a road trip, and let's say you have an authorization that's tied you up or some fraud that's happened on your account, that can take a day or two to resolve. You always want to have another way to make a payment. The same thing I tell people with money, because I did finance for so long, is never put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your money in XYZ bank. There's too many banks around here. I have a bank, I have a credit union, I even have a prepaid situation where if I need money put on something, like one of those cards where you can just call a code in, I got all that, because I don't never know what's going to happen out here. And if I need funds to get to me, I have several different ways. You can go put it in this bank, this credit union, and you can wire it here. There's always a way to do it. You never put all your eggs in one basket. It is one of the biggest mistakes that most people make. And so then if the bank goes under because of, like I said, we should have learned from the housing market. We should have learned from the first depression, but we didn't. But from the housing market crash that happened in 2006, all the way through, like, didn't just really kind of let up some of the repercussions that we were having, and we're still bouncing back from that even today. Even though things are better, we're still bouncing back from that, and we have a huge debt right now due to that. Anyway, what I will tell you, is this: I watched a video today, which was a good video. It was kind of cute and funny. The person who does it, she's kind of quirky. Um, Very much to me, kind of one of those ones I said looking for attention to me in a different way in trucking. Um, Very sexually over, over the top, in my opinion. And is he coming to me? I think he's coming to me. Hold up. All right, I got into the dock, and I said 1 and 2 because I couldn't see the doors, but this is number 4. 5 was where that truck was at which I was sitting, and the dump truck is right here. So when I pulled up, they gave me either door. This would have had me cut a little closer to the fence. So I just went whichever door my butt angled into and put that baby in the hole. Anyway, there y'all go. Just a half of some from yesterday. It might be a little soggy on the end. I had another one in there, but I forgot about it and it stunk, so I threw it away. It must have been in there for I don't know how long. I don't know. Because normally what I do is I get them and I'll have them do half where I don't have to put anything on it. This one I had them do everything too because I thought I was gonna eat it last night, but instead I ate at the restaurant, and I figured based on everything it's gonna be breakfast this morning, which it is. Um. Anyway, it got cold last night. Um. Where was my? I don't have juice. Oh, I do have juice. Apple juice. They're putting it in right now. They're putting everything on. Or taking it off. Oh, I like my Subway when it's fresh. It's okay when it's next day. Not the same. I can't wait to get the truck out and cook on. Morning, people. And this sweater I got on, this is one of my Burlington Coat Factory deals, like 20 some bucks. It's really thick and warm. It's almost a dress kind of sweater, but dressy kind of sweater, but it's a men's section, and I like it. The zipper here and then pull over. I'll go to Wally World in a minute. I was trying to do a video last night from the bunk, but I don't think I'll put that one on here. I think I'm gonna just kind of re-talk about some stuff. So the videos that I'm kind of blending together. I was talking about my glasses in the beginning, but I got pulled into a dock and I got off track. So these are just my regular glasses. And normally you can get the transition lenses where it transitions to dark when you're driving or outside. But the first TV Watcher Girl trainer and the last trainer I had, Trainer Bill, not Trucker Bill, Trainer Bill. Excuse me, I'm yawning. I slept good too. They both told me that the transition glasses, because she wore glasses and he did, and I'm new to glasses, didn't really work good inside the cab, which actually kind of makes sense because you're sitting back so far. So right now, cheapy move for those of you. I got these little clip-on, these old people clip-on glasses, which is kind of geeky, but I'm kind of a geek anyway. I got these at a truck stop. I can remember 13, 14 bucks. And it serves, they're polarized. It serves the purpose I needed to serve right now. And what I'm going to eventually do is I'm going to go ahead and get me a pair of glasses, probably with my next year insurance. Get me a pair of glasses that actually, I went to eat breakfast in TA, that actually handles, that's actually sunglasses. And I may either do that or just pay cash and go get some at Walmart, and Walmart will ship them to your house. So I may do that. I'm in Ohio right now, Dayton, Eaton area, off of 127. I'm waiting till 12 or 1 o'clock to leave out of here. And the reason I'm doing that, and hopefully it works out, I'm 580 some miles from shipper, but the shipper has, the consignee, so where I'm delivering. And the consignee has absolutely no parking on the street or at the facility. So I'm gonna have to drive right in at the time to get unloaded. It doesn't unload until 1 something in the morning. Per my GPS, I'm at least 10 hours from them, but it's all pretty much US and state highways. I called the shipper or the consignee, and they told me, consignee, for those of you who are new to trucking. So your shipper is your shipper. That's who ships the goods or products. You can have stops, which are cons, but your consignee is where you're delivering to. It's the person receiving the load. So I'm thinking consignee means like contract signer. So this is who the agreement is with. I don't know. I have to look up what it means. But the consignee is where you're delivering your load to. So the consignee I called this morning because again they gave me 2 different addresses, and my company don't know how to tell you, oh, that address is where the load is. That's your trucking entrance. So like the one I was fussing out about the address being wrong, it wasn't quite wrong. It was semi-right. But they couldn't tell me, oh, this is the address for the corporate part. That's going to help you get to the trucking entrance. It's the same way when I went to, oh, what's the name of that damn company? And they irritate me. I really hate delivering to them. I forgot the name of the company. I delivered to a load in Phoenix and this other one in Denver. And they had me go, and I had to do all sorts of gyrations to get in there. No signage to tell you that the truck entrance was on the street behind there. So I'm blocking people, doing U-turns in the middle of the road. Y'all have no idea, which irritate me. You turning this big ass truck in the middle of the road is not your friend, okay? Just saying. And it's dangerous too. It's just dangerous. So avoid U-turns like the plague. That's one of the reasons me and Conway came to an end, because I U-turned this truck like 6 or 7 times at the border of Sweetgrass, Montana. A, because none of the paperwork was in order, and B, when I went to switch into my logs, I realized, oh, I ain't got no damn hours. We'll talk about that on another thing, because I'm going to do a video on trust no one in this industry, in the office. Even if you have a good relationship with your driver manager, always check yourself and cover your own ass, because in business in general, it is always you or them. That's a different video. I won't go there. I'm going to do that on the next one. But anyway, so the glasses here. This video was actually just to talk about something really quick, nothing big, and I'm probably going to do one more video after this, because I watched in a couple different videos that were really, really good this morning on trucking. But in this industry, people, being in this small space, while I enjoy the travel, and it's kind of like you have a job where you're camping, after a while, This is not a normal human environment. It is a very trucking is not your normal job. People say it gets in the blood. It's a lifestyle. So while it's a job, it's also a lifestyle. But it's not a normal lifestyle. So therefore, you need to get out this truck and you need to do other stuff. If you're limited, you don't have family, you're single, or you're not close, or you whatever, go to a hotel, go to a city, enjoy the sights, get out amongst people. The young ladies who did the video that I watched, she's very sexual in a lot of her stuff on a lot of different levels. She's a trucker, but the video really was right on point. You got to get out this truck to make rash decisions. I probably would have made other decisions with Conway had I got out the truck a lot more, but I was staying in the truck a lot. I would home time in Lubbock where my father was, and he would come get me in the morning, but I was still staying on the truck. Um, that's why oftentimes when I go back to Phoenix, I have family I can stay with, friends I can stay with. But sometimes I just go to a hotel because I don't really want to be bothered with all the drama because there's usually a lot of drama. Um, and then also sometimes I just want to be in a hotel just to relax, be by myself, and then I go out and I'll eat or hang out with Joe or go someplace. I'll get out, but there's times when I want to come back and I want to have a normal bathroom, a normal bed, um, and I'll do all that. And then I also get out and amongst people, go to a wine bar, whatever. Um, go out to lunch, go watch a movie, go shopping, do what normal people do. Trucking is not a normal lifestyle. So I want to say that it is not a normal lifestyle. You need to get out this truck. That's why a lot of these people out here, some truckers are crazy as hell. You be like, oh. One of the reasons I do this is because it keeps the mind active, and it helps me, like I said, think out loud. Um, it keeps me abreast of things in the industry. It keeps me from being like some of these people you see out here who they just sitting in their chain smoking a cigarette looking at the four walls of this cab, and this is all they know. And then you sit there and you're looking at them, they talking to stuffed animals and shit because they crazy as hell, because they don't. Vlogging kind of gives you, it's just like journaling, it gives you an outlet. And it's like people who journal tend to be sharper in focus, sharper in mind, more self-aware. Vlogging is almost the same thing. You're just verbally doing it on a camera, and hopefully helping somebody else if you're doing it for the right purposes. Other people doing it for some other weird ass purposes. That's their thing. Um, but yeah, get out the truck, which is what they were saying. Is that when you go in your home time, put yourself around good people, do all this, and the points were really very poignant. But you really need to get out this truck. You need to experience some other stuff. Um, One driver I met when I was at Conway, he had been in it for how many years? Over 20 years. And we met at the Joplin, Missouri terminal. Joplin? I think it's Joplin. And we met there, and he was saying that he gets out his truck, he goes home every 45 days. He said, I can't do any more than that. So he realized what his temperament was. You will be more apt to handle stuff. The only thing that has made me last with all the BS that's going on in this company has been the fact that when I say, I realize now from my previous experience, Shannon, you need to get out that truck. Or you need to go back home and you need to have some normalcy. Now, I stayed in the truck this last time when I went home, um, because I'm trying to just save some money for the transition. And but I was able to get out, hang out with Joe. I bobtailed somewhere and went and did what I had to do. You have to, you have to do like that. You just do. You have to. Um, you got to get out this truck. You can't just stay in it. It's not good. It's not good, and it's not healthy. That's really truth. It's not healthy. Anyway, I'm gonna blend these up. I'm gonna head out of here. Probably I was trying to stay till, I don't know, I might stay till 12:30. And I'm gonna head on out of here and start my journey. I don't want to start my 14-hour clock because I need that 14-hour clock because I'm gonna be putting myself right there, right at the time. So yeah, I might head out at 1:30. I don't know. We'll have to see because 1:30 gives me 12 hours. I might head out 12:30. I'm gonna head out 12:30. Anyway, and then get on this road. I'm gonna stop over here at Walmart real quick. There's Walmart about 8 minutes from here. stop over there, and I need to pick up some baby wipes, rubbing out the 91%. Um, and pick up another thing of some laundry soap, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the other jersey sheet set and get a few things knocked out that I need to. Not much, shouldn't be more than 50, $60 worth of stuff. Anyway.